I'm going to kind of walk around a little bit. It helps allay my anxiety. Um, is this an abnormal psych class or
An intro to psychiatric rehab.
intro psychiatric? I don't think I ever took a class like that. But
Our book is called Abnormal Psychology.
Yeah, our book is Abnormal Psychology.
Oh, that's the title of the book.
okay,
So
well,
that
I
helps.
took that class. Okay, so I can relate to that. So I wanted to relate to you somehow. Back when I was taking abnormal psychology, and I was sitting where you were, of course I wasn't getting ready to get my graduate degree or anything like that, but I was getting my Bachelor of Arts. I was sitting there thinking, boy, I'm really going to help people one day, and it's going to be cool. I'm really going to help people one day. And look at all these cool psychiatric diagnoses, and all these abnormal things that people can come up with, that people can come down with. It's really tragic. It's really tragic. And I thought I'm going to help people one day. And so I graduated from FMU and went on, and of course I wasn't trouble-free back then. I spent my time at FMU with counseling and stuff like that, and but I didn't see myself as having anything in that book, you know, that abnormal psych book. At that time. And so life went on and on, and I went on to become a worker at Community Support Services. Is anybody familiar with that place in Akron? Okay. Some of you in the back are. Okay. And that's a place where people help those with severe mental health diagnoses. And I really, really liked it there. There I felt I had my calling. I was helping people with schizophrenia, with schizoaffective disorder, with major depression, with every diagnosis there was, except for the neurotic people who went over to Portage Path. But then the stress got to me. They piled more and more and more and more people on my caseload. You know, first they started out with like 30, 40, then 50, 60, then 70, 80. And but that wasn't the bad part. The bad part was the people who I had had for 6, 7 years, for no clinical basis, they were taking away from me. People I had had a rapport with for all these years, they were just stripping right away from me and giving to other case managers. And that tore my heart. And that broke my heart. And I could not understand it. I could not rationalize that. I became a person in the abnormal textbook, the abnormal psychology book. I became one of those persons. Page 97. Page 97. I had to leave. I had to leave. I couldn't take that. I couldn't take that. And so from there, I took a break, went into some gardening, did some gardening for a while, but I missed the people too much. I missed the people too much, so I went and I got a job at Terry House where I'm working with people and developing programs for them, and in the past 2 years I've just been in recovery gung-ho. Recovery is my middle name. I cannot stop. I am just recovery oriented to the nth degree. The first thing that started me with it was the peer-to-peer program, if you've ever heard of it, with NAMI. And I'll pass these around. That program boosted my self-esteem 100%. And without that, I couldn't do the recovery that I'm doing now today. And since then, I've started the, well, not started, but I've ran two peer-to-peer groups. I'm getting ready to start my third one. I've got my Ohio Speakers Bureau for the Suicide Coalition through the Ohio, through the ABN board. I speak here with Dr. Freeze. What do? I do more than that, but I can't think of it all now. But you can ask me questions. Go ahead. Questions?
I have a question.
What?
So do you believe that because of what happened to your dad that precipitated you, that precipitated you, trying to think the correct word to say, that precipitated the mental illness that happened later on, is the cause of it?
What happened at my job?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Although I did have problems earlier, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yes.
How is working now helping you feel
Just helping others. I just love helping others, and the more I do, the more I want to do. I don't know if that answers your question.
more energy to work on your own things and making yourself better?
I learn, the more I do, the more I learn to help myself, and the more it helps me to help others. Yeah.
Do you feel that your experience was a little bit of a mechanism that made you a better mental health counselor?
Yeah.
What is your diagnosis, and have you been in therapy for it?
I'm still in
Are you
therapy.
therapy?
Schizoaffective disorder, and I see a counselor once a week and a doctor once a month.
Does that help you?